Hey everybody, this is part 2 of my sewing book that I have been working on. I have done a little bit of work on this book, so you wouldn't be bored when I was gluing in some pages or trying to figure out what I want to put on all these pages. There will be 3 parts to this, making this book, and yeah, so this is what I got so far. The cover. And then the binding, which you've already seen on the first video, where I went and painted the edge of it and put some lace and used chalk paint to paint the outside, the same as the cover of the book. And yes, I am using old patterns, which I got at a thrift store for 5 cents each, and that is what I'm using to incorporate in this book. So far, here's what I have. Y'all can see that. On some of these images, I had printed them out and cut them out. I have used some washi tape to try to reinforce the creases so the book will not come apart, because it is a very old book. And this is one of the pattern pieces, fronts, envelopes. These were print and cut with a little bit of lace, with some of the pattern instructions on the back of this one. And here is a tag, which I still have a lot more tags to do when I get them done. Hopefully in part 3 I will have it finished to where y'all can come along with me to do the, I still have quite a bit of pages. I'll show you when I get done here. I still have quite a bit of pages to embellish. But yeah, this is what I have so far. As I said, I'm using patterns and covers of patterns. This is just material squares that I've incorporated in here because it is a sewing book. That needs to be glued down. Most definitely. I made a pocket here with a tag with a little flower, and this is a side pocket, which you already know. I've used this is the Country Roads scrapbook paper by Paper Studio. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, and like I said, I just incorporated some of the instructions for these patterns that I have stuck over here in this corner in a big old pile. And some of that Country Roads scrapbook paper. This is one of these little embellishment flowers, also from Paper Studio. Quite a bit of these, which I'm going to be using also. They make great little tuck spots. Oh no, that one's not a pocket. Here's another print and cut. And I took some material, put it down, and put the print and cut on top. I did put thread, bundle it up, cut it on the ends, and stuck it underneath here just to kind of give it a little bit more of a look. And here I do have another tuck spot, a little card. I'm sticking it back in there. I can't go out of the way. Whoops. There's some more material. As soon as I get through this part, I have pages I am going to glue down. Another pattern that I cut the cover off of. 2 more cards and then another little tuck spot. There's some more pattern. And more material. And scrapbook paper. Another print and cut. It doesn't have to be fancy. This is just a little songbook. And my little tuck spot. Okay, here we go. This is the part that I need to glue down, and I'm bringing you all along with me. So, I did quite a bit of it so y'all wouldn't get bored with me. Yep. So, I'll just bring you along and show you how I'm doing all this. If you haven't got nothing else better to do and you're bored, just watch me. You never know. All kinds of things might happen. I have glued my fingers a couple times on gluing something with the hot glue gun. That's not fun. But I learned to get used to it. It happens, it happens. Oh, I need to put more glue on there. And yes, this is all I use to glue my paper down is Elmer's glue stick. This is the back of one of the pattern envelopes. Okay. There's just another piece of that Country Roads paper, and I cut it at an angle here so the pocket can be used. I put a little bit of this white paper that this pattern was printed out on, and stuck it kind of back there. I still have to make my little tuck cards. Bring this up. Kind of bring, well, let's see. I use this Elmer's glue for a lot of things. For my paper it is, because if you do get a wet glue, it will make your pages buckle. As you can see, I did it here with the wet glue, and I forgot, and it kind of bubbled on me. It buckled up on me. Wrinkled, whatever you want to call it. You know me. Want my glue off my table. There we go. And lay that down even with this. Oops, that did not get on the edge like it's supposed to. There we go. I'm going to straighten it up here. There we go. Still didn't do straight up. That's okay. It don't have to be perfect. Push that glue down there. There we go. Yeah. On this one, I have another piece of that paper, which I'm just going to glue it down on the back of that one. It is easier, y'all, to put the glue on your page than to do it the way I do it. But each your own, have your own preference. I didn't get to work on my book this weekend. We had a granddaughter stay the night with us Saturday night. She was a lot of fun. She did some crafting. she made a necklace using one of those little glass jars with the little hook on the cork, and found 2 feathers in the backyard, little bitty baby feathers, and she wanted to do something with it. She said, Mimi, can I make a necklace? You can do anything. You're so good at making stuff. And I said, well, sure. Let's go in Mimi's craft room and see what we can do with it. So we turned a little jar with just 2 little feathers and put some glitter in it, and I super glued the lid on her for her because she is only 6 and she cannot play with the super glue. Only Mimi, and of course Mimi went and glued her fingers with the super glue. And but we made her a little necklace, and she said, I want to make something for Mom. I said, okay, what do you want to make? So we kind of did the same concept with that little jar. And she wanted to put some little pink beads inside of it with the glitter. I said, okay. So she wanted to make a little keychain for her mom. Niecy, if you're watching, she just talked about you all the time while she was here. She loves you so much. And she thinks about you all the time. And, but anyway, so I said, yeah, let's look in all my beads and all my charms, and let's see what we got to make her mom a charm or a keychain. And so I had some necklaces that had the hoops on them, and I just cut them and bent them to make a loop. And we went on from there, and it was a very cute keychain. Very cute. She was excited when she made it, and she couldn't wait to get home to show her mom her gift. That little girl has got a heart of gold. But she was excited to come stay the night with Mimi and Papa. So that's what I did Saturday. And of course, I was just a little sad that she had to go home, but that's okay. 'Cause I know she had to get ready to go home and get everything situated for school on a Monday. Start the whole week again. And there'll be another day. We spoiled her rotten. We went to the fall festival, the fall craft fair at the Civic Center. Me, her, and Papa. And he got her this pretty window charm. She just said, ooh, Mimi, this is so pretty. I'd have to have that. And I said, well, that would be Papa. You would have to ask. And of course, she asked and she received. Yep. And we got her some pizza for dinner. Here's another piece, the pattern I just cut. And instead of just trying to figure out how I'm gonna cut around the hole, because this is another little pocket here, it will have a tag. I just took my fingers and I ripped it, and it's gonna be just perfect. So I'm just kind of measuring it where I want it to be glued down, which is right there. So just kind of take my edges here and kind of glue them down for a minute. And it helps me to figure out where I need to put this glue. And, you know, I would probably just tear this off here too, because I don't want anything in these cracks because it will eventually, if it gets too full with too much paper or your edge ends going into the crack of the book, it will keep the book from closing. And I don't want that. Tearing it makes it look better anyway. Don't you think? Yeah, why not? I don't need scissors. Not very often that I use scissors. I just take my fingers and just cut it. So I'll go around here like this and glue it down real well. And what I like about this glue, because it's purple, I can see where I put my glue. And of course, I usually get it where I don't need it, and then where I don't need it, I get it there. But, oh, no, it's alright. This glue is easy with it, and it does not have to be completely, totally glued down because it's a scrapbook, right? Yeah. I mean, that could stay poking up if it wants. It's not going to hurt nothing. And I usually take a Kleenex. Yeah, wipe this right off, just like that. But, like I said, no worries. And if you think it's too sticky, which it's not going to be, you see it's already off. Here, let's take it and rub it off. Make sure you guys still in view. Yeah. And there we go. And here I took one of the fronts of the envelopes for my pattern and cut it out, and I already put it there. I already glued it. I tend to get a little ahead of myself sometimes. Okay, here I have this piece of paper, which is part of the pattern. The instructions for the pattern, not the pattern itself, but just the instructions. And glue it down. I'm hoping I don't run out of my glue stick, because I done went through 2 of them. Yep, this book has took me through 2 glue sticks already. I have some charms, which is little scissors, a little sewing machine, and a thimble, which I have already shown you, where I'm going to probably latch them to the little hoops on my lace to incorporate them in here, because I really don't have any other use for the little charms. Okay. Like I say, you don't have to be perfect. I'm just going to place this in the middle, like that. And press it down, and voila. This page here, it will have a pocket tag in it. That's why I have these little pink, so to remind me I need to make a tag. I took a piece of the pattern, the instructions, and I am going to put it right here because I have some lace. Look at there, I got some of that glue on there, which it don't matter, it will dry clear even though it's purple. And I want to glue this here on the edge to where I know this is where my tag is going to go. It's going to be at the edge of that pocket. And this is going to be tucked underneath there like so, like this. So I'm going to glue that down. Just go, you know, it does not matter if I get it on here because, like I said, it will dry clear. I hope everybody's doing good out there in this old world. This place is crazy. I try to make my best use of this crazy world on crafting. Remember, I have stuff on sale on my Enchanting Mist on Facebook. And you can private message me if you want. If you want to purchase this book when I get done, it is going to be amazing. Okay, for my lace, I do use the wet glue. For the simple fact that the Elmer's school glue will not hold the lace on. So, I'm going to put it like this. Oops. I'm using the Eileen's tacky glue. And the most important thing about this glue is leaving it upside down because it is thick, thick, thick. And it's hard to come out of the bottle when it is laying upright. I need to find a piece of paper, which I could probably use this, so I can find my edge, like so. So I will not get the glue on the underside. So start here. Kind of spread it. Just do the line like this and go along and spread it out. Okay. And then pick it up and lay it down. Then come to my edges here. I put some there and here. Or put some more right there. And probably along. I can usually do this, y'all. Put some along the edge here. Like so. And take my Kleenex and dab it down. Another Kleenex. Oops. I'm just trying to pull up some of that excess in between those little holes, because it will stick to the other page if I don't. And I usually kind of be really careful not to let it get to the other page, but I don't feel any there, so I think I'm good. Just stick this back in here so I will remind myself it is a tuck spot. Okay, this page here, see what I mean, y'all? When you get a wet glue, it does this to your page. But no worries, it's all right. So, it's just a scrapbook. I need to put something solid on this side, really, I think we'll put this one here. Just so it will make it a little more. Normally I have two pieces of, and I didn't do it. I didn't glue two pages together. So, actually, let's see. See, normally I have 2 pages. That one didn't get 2 pages. Okay, let's do this. To help to stiffen this up and to support it better, I'm just going to take these 2 pages and glue them together. It makes no matters whatsoever. It's not going to bother the book any if I do. That way it won't get ripped out or anything or get pulled out. I must have missed that. I thought I glued 2 pages on that to make it stiffer. But that's alright. Because if I just put a piece of paper on the back of this one right here, it will not. It will just make one big mess for this book. And I don't want that to happen. I've become too far in this to make a boo-boo now. So I will fix my boo-boo. Okay. So I'm just going to take this and rub it down to that page. I just put all that glue just to help to support this page. Because if I don't, it's going to be a big mess when it comes to closing this book. So, I'll just make sure that's glued down real good. There we go. That would be a big boo-boo if I left it. So, there we go. See what I mean? Now it's stiffened it. I'm good to go. All right. Now, this page, see, I don't want to cover all the pages with just, scrapbook paper or any of this, the instructions for the patterns, because sometimes I think it just looks pretty neat, just laying the piece of the pattern down. So I will do that on this one. Hold it down. Just put my glue on it. Thank you for coming along with me on this video. I hope you don't get too bored. Put in the comments. Tell me what it is that all you crafters out there have been working on. I know fall's coming up, but we don't decorate for fall. I don't. Oops. I have a ceiling fan up there, y'all, and it's just, it blows my pattern pieces around a little bit, but that's okay. Don't have to be perfect. I gotta get this edge though, because if I don't, it will come off eventually if the book gets closed. And I got glue right there because I forgot that I cut that a little short, or tore it, but I will get that off. No worries. Another little trick that I found out is that if you get glue on your page and you know that it will take forever for it to dry, you can put a little bit of baby powder on there and dust it, and it will be just fine. That was one of the little tricks that one of my crafting friends went and told me. But since this is Elmer's glue, all I have to do is just rub it with one of these Kleenexes and it will come right off. Alright, that page is done. And, let's see. I have that page. Okay. So I think I will put, let's put this page here. This piece of scrapbook paper. Okay. No. Hopefully I can get to my stopping point. And with the glue stick, that is. Because I think I'm gonna be running out of my glue stick in a minute. I'll just put this on there to help tack it. To the page that I've already put the glue on. And there we go. Oops. There we are. And just press it, smooth it out. Okay. I did get a little glue there. No worries. All right. I think I might use this piece. Sure, why not? Let's put that piece down. Let's see. So I'm gonna do this maybe a little bit easier. I already know I'm gonna have to glue there, so oops. Oops. Just kind of put this down, y'all, so I can find my starting point. And that right there. Yep. Then I will glue it down. Because I don't want to really get any glue on here on this side. And up here on this side. And I'm just using, I think I have about 6 different patterns of sewing patterns. And I'll just pull whatever I have over here out. And stick it here in the book. Okay. Oops. My piece here. Okay. And that will dry clear, as I already said. And I got this point sticking up here. Let's do this one. There we go. And I have this piece of scrapbook paper. I think this one's beautiful. I had to use it. That little bustle there. So I'm gonna take this one down. And these are these pages here. These pages that I'm using here. they go perfectly to the edge of these words in this book. So that's how I pretty much can guess where the glue needs to go. Let's kind of stick it in here now. There we go. Hubby is pretty quiet. He must be in his workshop. Don't need that all bunched up there. The glue, that is. Okay. I'll glue that down. And of course, I went a little over again. Memories. Look at that. Yep. Okay. Alright. And I have these, which I think is pretty neat. Just gonna glue them down in here. Like so. Okay. I'll just do this right in the middle because I know it's going to have to be glued in the middle anyway. No worries to have to wonder if I got outside the pages or not. And there goes my pattern piece fixing to fly off with because of the ceiling fan. Okay. I'm not worried about this side over here because I had to glue some on the other side. Anyway, get this to the edge of the page here. Okay. Glue that down. There we go. Have this page here. On October the 3rd, I will be doing another channel, a YouTube channel, and it is strictly for kids. I will be reading children's storybooks. I know there is a lot of people out there that really don't do that on YouTube, and it's just something I just kind of come up with to entertain the little children. And if you go to San and Donna 21 or Blog 21 on YouTube or on Facebook, we had explained that in one of our videos about that channel. It's called Mimi's Fun Time is the YouTube channel, which will be starting, like I said, October the 3rd for the children's reading time, reading storybooks. I think that kids usually need to get away from the electronics and watch YouTube and have somebody read them a book. That was kind of my suggestion. Get them away from video games. All these little bitty kids out off of video games. My grandkids, they look on YouTube and they'd turn it on and they'd see one of the videos that mom and dad has subscribed to our channel, and first thing that comes up when they turn on the TV to watch Netflix is the little cartoons on Netflix, and they're learning videos on Netflix. They usually get on YouTube also to watch their little kids' cartoons and stuff, and they say, "Look, there's Mimi and Papa." They wanted to know how we got in the TV, which I thought was really funny. How did Mimi and Papa get in the TV? They're just too cute. Anyway, thought I'd do something a little fun to, for all the little kids. You never know what I might come up with. Especially when it's gonna be Mimi's fun time. I'm just gonna kind of put this right here to give it a little bit more of a sewing look. Let's see, I'm gonna use this for a minute. Put some glue on here real quick. And glue that sucker right on down. Why not? Just why not? It looks pretty nifty. You can do anything in the scrapbook. Anything you want. You can use magazines, newspapers, materials, junk mail. Yep, you can use junk mail. Okay, so here I put another one. Okay, let's see, where does this one need to go? I think I'm going to rip the bottom on this one. I just think it gives it more of a neater look. Since the rest of it's ripped, why not? Why not? I usually do not buy Christmas gifts because all my Christmas gifts are usually handmade and with love. I do the same thing for birthdays. To me, I think when you give a handmade gift, it is cherished more. And it's one of them don't get thrown in the closet. It's something that will be kept for a long, long time. There we go. And I do sell a lot of my stuff too, y'all. Hey, y'all, sorry that I got cut off. I had a phone call coming in and I accidentally got disconnected. But here we are again, and I am on this page. Okay. Put this over here and glue this one down. This is another part of one of the instructions to one of the patterns that I have. And This is a chart of the sizes. There we go. Okay. And here is a cover to another envelope, a pattern envelope. This one's pretty old. This one, you know, I didn't barely touch it. It just breaks. See that? It just broke. But it's all right, because this is a scrapbook. And I think it just makes it more interesting when it looks torn. Look at there. Look at that. That is old. I do not want to attempt to put no glue on the back of this because it will rip. And I love the pattern and the color of this envelope. So I'm just going to take my glue and put it on my page itself. And come along, let this. And just can't seem to get in these little creases sometimes. For some reason, we'll just do it like that. Okay. Put this to the edge, where that page is in that lace. And press it in. There we go. Let me make sure y'all are still in focus here. Yep. We're good. Okay. All right. I think I will do one more piece since this is the last one I have cut out so far. And let's do this side. This is side. Yeah, we'll do this side. It looks more interesting. Push my glue up there. There we go. Push it up here so I can get the other side. Looks like it's a little long for the top, but y'all know what I'm gonna do. Yep, just gonna rip it off. Voila. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I have a piece of this pattern here. Yeah, why not? Rip it like that. I got glue all over my thumb. The paper wants to stick to me. It can't do that. There we go. Okay. Yep, that looks good there. Why not? Just gives it a little bit more interest. Okay. There we go. Get some glue on the bottom part now. And Do y'all remember those little envelopes that the needles come in, the thread needles come in? I made one here. Not really sure when we'll put it yet, but it opens up. You know how they would open up like this and has a little black thing, and your needles are all stuck in there, and then get your needle out and pull it back, and you stick it back in there. Just like that. Well, this is a small version of it. I'm going to use this somewhere in this book. Not really sure. But, alright. Until I can figure out what I want to do with the rest of these pages, on what I want to put the patterns and what scrapbook paper or lace and whatnot, I'm going to stop here. And hopefully I will have video 3 that will catch me on it. And I will add some embellishments. And because right now I can't put any of my little flowers or anything like that in it, because for the simple fact that I have to put the paper or my lace or whatever I'm going to put on the pages itself. And then after that, there might be probably 4 videos, y'all, to complete this book, because I want to make this one a special one. And anyway, this might be my stopping point for today. And be sure to watch out for video 3, part 3 of my sewing book. But, yep. All right. Well, I will catch y'all later. Bye.